actually, for the same product, for example, if I take a mouse, they will give you mouse for 10 rupees. The same vendor, they will give the mouse for 1000 rupees. They know for 10 rupees what the quality should be given, for the 1000 rupees what the quality should be given. For example, if you go for US, all the products are made by China. They are like, even for Dubai, if you go for Dubai, all very good products are made in China. Right? Why? Because they know for which country what quality of product should be sold, and we need to so that the customer will going to buy those products. So obviously their economy will going to increase because they will going to innovate in each and everything. Small things. If you go for small cities or small villages, they have house industries. Means within the home, they will going to assemble the toys, they will sell. Each houses, they have small industries. They have above electronics, they have above toys. Why? Because they have involved too much on manufacturing, right? And also too much on inventions. And if they see some product, how to do reverse engineering, they easily get, right? We used to tell them as a photocopy people, copycats, right? If you show the product, they will going to replicate easily, right? Are we not okay? So I am telling you more about China. But what about India? Are we not good innovators? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. If you see my second slide, right? Who are all they? I have mentioned with their logo. They are all CEOs of billionaire companies in US. For example, recently, right? It's going on between India and US. Because of Trump, right? He was called for a dinner party for top CEOs of US, and he was asking, hey, how much you will invest in this year? Like I think you have seen that video, right? So he used to sell CEOs of different companies used to sell, I am investing this $1 billion, right? Out of that number of CEOs, many are Indians only, if you see, right? But we are very good, innovative, very good managerial skill. Everything is there, but we are not giving the contribution towards India, right? And if you check their degrees, right? Either they will be from IISc, either they will be from IITs, either they will be from IIMs, right? And all are premier government institutes where our tax money is going and investing there in lakhs of crores, right? Crores of rupees to build the infrastructure. We are building very good the quality people, and we are exporting them to other countries to think, right? So then what we have to make is, now the government is initiating too many things to giving subsidies, many things here, right? For example, semiconductor manufacturing, right? How many people are doing semiconductor research on semiconductor here? Semiconductor related or display related, right? See, these are two things where India is importing like anything, right? If you take my mobile, there will be one semiconductor. If you take a smartwatch, there will be one semiconductor. If you take a projector, semiconductor. Mouse, semiconductor, right? If you take anything, there will be one semiconductor inside. So you take any number of electronics things, there will be one semiconductor. You imagine how many crores of semiconductors are required for a day, right? But can you name one company which is manufacturing in India? Not even a single company they are manufacturing in India, right? Everything we rely on other countries like Taiwan, China, and other countries, right? So what the government is giving many subsidies. Right now they are introduced. For example, recently in the Semicon conclave, someone has given the first semiconductor which is manufactured in India to Modi. I think anyone read in newspaper, right? Who is that people they have given? First semiconductor manufactured in India, I think within 15 days. He has given to Modi in a Semicon conference, right? Who? ISRO, right? So they have manufactured in their lab for the rockets and missiles, especially for rockets and missiles. Now the Tata is integrating with Bosch and they are starting manufacturing and many countries. Why? Because 50% central government subsidy, 25% state government subsidy. If they invest, if they want to invest 1,000 crores to make a company or factory, 500 crores will be given by central government, 250 crores will be given by state government. Right? That is the subsidy they are giving just to enhance the manufacturing of semiconductor. Similarly, display, right? How many number of mobile phones we are developing? How many number of laptops, TV, smartwatches, right? So I don't know what is the display technology right now. The chemistry people may know very well, chemistry and physics, right? LCD, LED, and again OLED. Many concepts are coming. And these are all research areas where we can boom like anything, right? And that is the market what India wants, right? So why I'm telling this by showing this picture, because see actually IITs, IIScs are not contributing for the economy of our country, at least the local universities where we are not going abroad. We are serving here only. You can take small problems here and we can develop that into a startup. And many government schemes are there. How many people know Elevate? The program called Elevate in Karnataka government. What they do, right? Did we try to get the Elevate fund? What we have to do? They ask TRL level 3 products. Means you ask, if you tell that I have idea, they will not give. When you start your career, either basic degree or masters, you can start with a small project. You can, during your research, during your PhD, at least you can convert it to a small prototype for that product. And if you have that prototype at the end of your thesis, you can apply that for Elevate and you can get 50 to 70 lakhs. Right? That I will show you during idea, design thinking and innovation. Right? So these are all the opportunities are there. Why? Because today, the industry, even agricultural economy is gone case, right? Industrial economy, mass production, even South African countries, very low countries also they are manufacturing. Why? Because the labor cost is low. The country will go and invest because of low labor cost. They will manufacture in huge quantity. But now the thing is, we are in knowledge economy, right? Where innovations rules the world. Right? For example, what the US doing, even the manufacturing is happening in many countries. They are innovating small things and they are creating intellectual property. They are protecting everywhere. Right? For example, whenever you go and swipe your card, some royalty without knowing you, some paisa of money is going to an inventor in US because the technology is patented by someone. Right? Similarly, whatever the technology you have, since they have created the inventions, they have created the intellectual property, they have protected the intellectual property in all the countries, the royalties are flowing like anything towards those countries, so their economy is booming. Right? So, what is our role then? We need to move, rank. This is the 2024 rank, still 2025 rank is not released. Okay, that is the international US Chamber International IP Index, the overall score, we stands on 42nd rank. But in the population wise, we stand first. We beat China also. But if you take in the IP, we are standing on 42nd, where 43 is Thailand, 44 is Kenya. You believe it? You can. I just cropped up to that. You can download this report in their website, US Chamber International IP Index. And many countries are there, very low income countries also next to us, right? Why? Because we cannot rely only on the industries to contribute towards innovations, right? Even academic roles is very, very important. If you go across any US and China, even the academics contributing more towards innovations, that is lacking in India, right? So I just put it some words, right? India can certainly improve in these parameters, as it has a large pool, that is 1,600 universities, as well as research laboratories, where it consists of 3.3 lakhs of scientists, R&D, professors, etc. Right? So, but the thing is, vast majority of students like us, professors like us, researchers like us, we are not generating IP, intellectual property, right? So, we need to focus on this, and we need to make our country at least move towards good innovation so that more product will come. We stop importing by fetching our too much of money. For example, if you go for defense, each and every equipment previously we were importing, right? Now, at least we have started to make indigenous products. So with this introduction, I will just go towards exactly what is intellectual property, right? So what does intellectual property mean? As the definition says, whatever comes to your mind, which is new, right? For example, if you are a very good artist, you write very good painting and it is new, it's nowhere produced. That is also an IP, right? If you have written a book, not copied by someone, you have written your own book, it is also an IP, right? If you have composed a music, that is also an IP. Similarly, if you have developed some methodology, let us say, for example, in order to separate the lead in water, okay, there is some methodology already. If we have developed a new method, that is also a patent, right? It's an IP. And if you have developed some product, new product, which is very new, that is also an IP. So whatever comes to your mind, which is very new, it is an intellectual property. That's all, very simple, right? So why do we need to protect this intellectual property? Why we need to protect? So let us say I told intellectual property means whatever comes to your mind, which is very new, is intellectual property. Why we have to protect it? What is the necessity? Because it has, if you have written a book, someone can easily take a photocopy without paying a royalties, right? What is the effort you have put at his place? Yeah. And let us say you are a movie producer, you produce a movie, right? Someone can copy easily what after you telecast in a theater, someone copy it and he will going to play in the YouTube channel or what? How much loss it will, right? It is copyrighted, right? Similarly, whenever you do a product or process, right, it should be protected. How we protect our land, sites or buildings through registration. Similarly, our innovations should be registered in the government so that no one can copy or make, right? So it's a simple thing. So because it has a commercial value, right? Then I was telling innovation. I will never say invention. What is the difference between invention and innovation? I put it in small sentences. Invention is the creation of new idea or concept, where innovation is the process of translating an invention into commercial entity or widespread use. For example, who found the telephone first? Graham Bell, right? Whether he enjoyed that much of amount of money, what the iPhone, Apple they are enjoying, no, because he did the invention, right? But now they are producing in a mass, means widespread usage. They have converted that invention into a widespread usage, so that people are buying like anything, right? So we need to identify what are the previous inventions that people already made. We need to convert that into innovations, right? That innovations can be protected under intellectual property through many ways, right? And we can earn. So once we start earning, our economy will also boost up, right? So why we need to protect? Because that's a commercial value. And I want to know this thing, right? Means just an idea how much you know about patent, how much you know about copyright, trade secrets, or whatever, right? So I put it something. Many of them has played this one, right? Rubik's Cube. And I have asked a question: can it be patentable? Let us say if you have invented, you assume that you have invented for the first time. Will you apply for the patent this one? Yes or no? No. Can it be protected under trademark? Actually, it is a patented product. It's a product. Okay, it has a claims, right? For his innovation, he written the claims, right? It's a patented product, and he has registered the company under Rubik's Cube, is the scientist name, and he manufactured this during 30 years back. So the company was registered under the trademark, but it cannot be copyrighted or it cannot be protected under trade secret. So we want to know individual tools. What are the tools are there in IP, right? So what are the tools are there? We know only copyrights and patents, but there are n numbers, right? We have patents, we have copyrights, we have trademarks, we have geographical indications, new plant variety, industrial design, trade secret, and integrated circuit level designs. So these are all the different tools which are available to protect the intellectual property. So we'll go one by one to see in a later image. We'll understand what individual things are, and we will focus from next presentation solely on patents, right? How to file the patent, how to draft the patent, and but we'll not look towards all other categories because it requires another 3-4 days. Okay. So first we'll go for first thing, which is buzzing word today, right? Patents. So what is patent? As the definition says, it's a saturated right for an invention granted for a limited period of time. So what is saturated right for an invention granted for a limited period of time to the patentee by the government? What it means? For example, whenever I buy a plot, I go and register in a government office, right? So similarly, if I done some invention, it should be protected by government. So it's a judiciary wise, means if I protect in India, it is valid only for India. If someone can manufacture or sell the product in US, yes, if I don't protect there, anyone can do that. So it's a saturated right given by the government for the limited period of time. In patenting, it is for 20 years. So if I file today, it is protected for 20 years duration of time, then it is renewal is not possible, it's open to the public. Anyone can manufacture without your permission, right? So what the right the government will give? No one can sell, no one can produce, no one can use, no one can import to other countries without your permission, right? For what? For a process or a product, not for the design. If you do some design, manual or sketchings, it will be not. Process or product. As I give an example process, you are some extracting lead from water with some methodology, right? So, or any methodology, right? If it is new, the process can be patented. And similarly, the product can be patented. If you have developed a prototype and if it is converted into a product, but the thing is, we have rules. What can be patented? That Praveen will tell in the next session. That is, it should be novel, means it should be new, it should be industrial application, it should have inventive steps. The explanation will be given by him. But the thing is, patent is very simple. It should be either a process or a product, so that they will go. The government will give the guarantee. No one can copy your invention within that jurisdiction. So, if you want to have the right in all the countries, you have to apply the patents in all the countries. That during the drafting and application process, we will go into discuss. But people will tell, right? I am an arts, commerce, right category. I am not into science or I am not into engineering. Okay, how I can patent? Okay, so in the last time also I shown the same video because it's very simple video. Okay, means we need to look problem. For that problem, we need to give small solutions. Okay, we need not to be great researchers to give the patent, right? So I will show you a small video. So making of vada, right? So why I take this example? Because it's a non-engineering thing. Okay. For that reason, I take always this example. Okay, to understand you such a way that for patenting only we need to do research and put it, right? So the thing is, when we make a vada, we want to make a vada, right? Suppose I don't know the making of vada. Okay, I can give you the ingredients. What is the proportion of urd dal we require, salt, oil, everything, and how to mix. I can give you the process. So you can follow the procedure. So what you will make, you can make correct proportion of ingredients where it can be made clearly vada. But what's the challenging thing that the shape, right? Even if I don't make, I am not a good cook. Okay, if you give the complete mixture of ingredients, everything, I can make vada, but I cannot make that shape. That is the challenging thing because that requires experience. But I don't have experience. What someone has did. Making shape is itself is complicated thing. It's an advertisement actually. I just taken for the invention. innovation. So what he did is, let it be anything, ingredients, it's made by MTR, ID, whatever, right? He made a knob, right? The invention is in the knob, right? For that, did you require any research? Only the thing is problem. What is the problem is, I want to make that shape. So so that we will discuss in design thinking process, right? How to convert that into a product. Okay. So he made just a knob. So by using that knob, we make anyone without knowing cooking also, he can easily press it and form that shape, and job is over. He got the patent for that. Now he is not the owner of the Vada company. He just done only the innovation on that knob. Right? So he made the innovation on that knob. So now, whoever the company they are adopting that knob, it may be MTR or it may be some X and Y and Z companies, those who prepare this Udin Vada mixture, they will pay the royalty because they are using. In order to get the permission from him, if they will apply the letter to him, he will going to give. So how many number of products they sell, for each and every piece, he will going to get the money. Right? Similarly, you can find n number of components. We will see during drafting process, you know Coca-Cola tin bottle, right? We are going to open that. That person is earning 1.5 crores per day just because of the invention of that small pin. Right? Like that, there are n number of innovations I can highlight. So for this, you don't require any science background, any engineering background, nothing. Even actually, we don't know. For example, a farmer who is doing for his problem, he may be inventing something, right, to solve his problem. He also doesn't know whether it can be marketed and protect under IP and marketed to some other countries, right? We have many sugar innovators. Without knowing, they have done some solution to the problem. Unknowingly, they don't know that that's a novel solution, right? So we don't require the science and engineering brains to make a patent. Only the thing is, identify small thing and form a solution to it, check whether it is novel, whether no one has thought about this idea or not. Okay, search it, patent it. Very simple. Okay. So why I am showing non-engineering things, because I get more number of questions in whenever I come to degree universities. Other than engineering, I am background of my MBA, I am background of science, commerce, arts. How can be patented? So we can see even Michael Jackson, I think, is not studied even 8th standard. He has six patents in his name, right? Because he is a dancer, right? In order to make these steps, it's not possible for us. Why? Because if I try, I will fall. Okay, but he has innovation in his shoes. Okay, what is that invention is? This one. So it will going to lock on the specific location where there is a projection in the stage. You will go and stand on that. So the shoe will be locked, and you can lean so that you will not fall. Right? So like that, there can be n number of small innovations we can do, and we can patent. Right? Similarly, whenever you doing a research, if you have come across some procedure which is novel and you are getting very good yields, that procedure also can be patented in a similar way, right? And as I already told, it is a statutory right given by the government. If I apply a patent in India, it is only protected in India, right? It is not protected in other countries. Being an Indian, can I apply US patent? Yes, right? You can apply in any other countries. Only the thing is, small financial thing is there. If the product can be commercialized, okay, not just for the grant purpose. And for academics, beginning stage, it is difficult only. Even industries, they will file thousands of files every day. Okay, in top of industry. Okay, it may be IT or even non-IT. But very few, 5 or 6, it will going to be commercialized out of 1,000. Out of 1,000, 100 may be granted. Out of 100, only 5 or 6 may be commercialized. All other only it's a document, that's all. Okay, but within 5 and 6, they will earn like anything. Right? So like that, just if you start now, in 4 or 5 years, if one product is commercialized, you become a self-finance university because of that invention. There may be chances. With one patent invention, your university may become, because of that royalty, you may become self-finance university. Who knows? Right? So similarly, I think Vice Chancellor quoted during his remarks about the Rudresh Sandhu, right? The number of invention he has, right? Individual invention. So I just listed top 10 US patent holders. Indian also has in the top 10 patent holders, right? And also, Vice Chancellor quoted Dr. Masalika on turmeric, right? What is that thing is, we have too much of ancient knowledge, right? Traditional knowledge. For example, to heal the wound or to use an Ayurvedic medicine, we know turmeric is number one, right? But in US, someone has, in the usage of turmeric, he patented it. But actually, we were knowing from our ancestors, thousands of years, how to use turmeric for many other things. The same thing has done the patent in US. So Masalka, he fought a case against them, right? And he won in US such a way that already Indians were knowing this as ancient knowledge, so it loses the novelty. So even after getting the grant, we can object it. That also we are not doing actually. For example, some China company comes here and they have got the grant here. Okay, actually, if at all the invention is lacking or novelty is lacking, okay, we can actually put an objection and we can cancel that patent grant. Okay, at any time. That is also there. We can see during the explanation of patenting procedure. So we call them as Dr. Masakal. For that reason, we call it as the warrior of Haldigatti. So whatever the number of invention of IP is protected in US, it has been cancelled because of him, and it is open to the public. Anyone can use. Right. So this is a small introduction about patent. We will go in depth how to make a patent. First, only the thing with this introduction, what we got to know is we need not to have good research thing for making a patent. You have small things which is very new and which can be produced in an industrial scale. It can be patented easily. But again, we need to know other tools also, because whenever we go for hands-on experience in patent filing, we have to ask the people about the ideas. They will come up with industrial design and they will ask me patent it. Okay, so first we need to know the differences between each individual tools, right? So what is industrial design refers to? It refers to the ornamental or aesthetic aspects of an article. Means you need not to produce. There is no methodology, or there is no process in this, or there is no prototype development in this. Only the shape, right? You are going to design the shape and you are going to register it. For that reason only, if you see, right, if your car or bike, just observe your indicators, right? Company to company, the indicators is different. Company to company, the car design is different. Why? Because every product in industry, the design also they will going to register. So no one can copy the design, the outlook, the aesthetic look, right? Similarly, for example, if someone wants to buy the jewelries, if you go in Tanishq and if you go in Lalita, you will not find the same combination. Why? Because the Tanishq, where the designers are there, they have designed their own and they have registered under industrial design. The ornaments also can be registered under industrial design, right? So, what the protection the government will give is, it will be given for 10 years of duration, right? And it can be renewed for the next 5 years. Means totally 15 years the design can be protected. After that, it is open to the public. Anyone can use that design. For that reason only, you can see the designs of products will keep on changing. For example, if those who have drunk Coca-Cola, right, 30 years before, and now the bottle shapes, why they keep on changing? Because someone can copy after 15 years, but they cannot copy the logo because it is trademark registration. But the design of the bottle, but what they do to make a counterfeit products, if you look from far away, it looks like a Coca-Cola only. When you go nearby, we have different name to make a Coca. But in order to avoid that, they will change the bottle design also. So you can see how the bottle designs have been changed by Coca-Cola, right? From different varieties. Every 15 years they will keep on changing because it is protected under industry. Similarly, whenever you develop some product, either in chemistry, physics, or prototype you will develop, right? So you can sketch it not only the patent on the technology side, process of product, even for example, this is one of the product. Okay, the design is actually to some instrument to show something, but the design is they have sketched and they have protected this thing in one of the institute actually. Okay, whoever they generated the product of some signal processing instrument. Okay, so even the design, if someone may attract through design also, right? So if they want this type of design to adapt in their product, definitely they will go write a letter for that design registration holder, so he can demand more money and he can get the money out of it, right? So we can find like this n number of products. So even through design also you can protect under industrial designs, right? These are all money earning things. So there are n number of cases, right? For example, BlackBerry basic and Typo 2 and other things. For example, in patent, right? I was telling iPhone, right? Even iPhone missed one of the patent and they give huge amount of money to one of the small company. Okay, that is Qualcomm. Qualcomm was a small company in US where they were doing some research on battery saving technology. So they have adopted some technology, some process on battery saving technology. Okay, with respect to some heat simulation or what we call heat dissipation technology. Okay. Unknowingly, this technology is adopted by iPhone without checking whether it is protected in patents or not. And they have adopted that technology and they have produced huge number of phones they have sold across the country. Means they are designers. They have adopted that technology. They have given manufacturing right to someone across the globe. The people will start manufacturing and they have sold out many products. Fortunately, the Qualcomm got to know that technology is adopted and they filed a case against Apple on US such a way that there are n number of products are sold with which is adopted our technology which is patented. Then they won after checking all the things. Whatever the number of products they have sold for 3 years, because the battle was taken for 3 years. If for individual product they have given royalties, now the Qualcomm, which is for a small startup, now it became a billionaire company because of that one patent, right? So like that, we have many stories. If you go for IP legal issues, you will find many things. Okay. For example, in trademark issues, many things. Okay. So this is about the industrial design. Just a aesthetic looks we can protect. And some people will come from electronics background. They have manufactured some PCB, right? Printed circuit boards. That is nothing but logical integrated circuits. Okay. They will come and tell, I have developed a new board protected under patents. So that cannot be protected under patents. So that will come under again separate judiciary. That is registration of layout design of IC circuits, integrated circuits, right? So if we have developed new PCBs, it can be protected under layout design of integrated circuits, and it can be protected for 10 years of time, and it cannot be not renewed. It is open to the public. For that reason only, whenever you take 10 years old phone and now the microprocessor is different, right? From Samsung to whatever the variation, right? And if you take TVs, why the technology, why they change every 10 years the microprocessor boards? Because of this reason. Because after 10 years it is open to the public, right? This is about layout design integrated circuits. Similarly, trademarks, right? So if you want to start a startup, as I told you, Elevate, right? But in order to apply for Elevate, it should have been registered under a startup category. So if you have started the innovation and design thinking during your masters, if you have small scratch of idea started, and during your thesis you have converted into TR level 3 product, for that, if you have registered by spending 10,000 or 15,000 rupees for registration of startup, you can apply for Elevate program. So to start that startup, you have been designed some logo, right? And you have to protect that logo and the name of your startup company. You can go for registration under trademarks. right? So what the trademark will give is, trademark is a distinctive sign that identifies certain goods or services produced or provided by an individual or a company. What it will protect? It will protect the name, design, logo, symbol, colors, etc. Right? For example, if you have Toyota logo, right, or Facebook logo, right, or WhatsApp logo, all logos are registered under trademarks, right? So similarly, the Coca-Cola, whatever the signs you take, Nike, Reebok, Titan, whatever the brand you take, everything is registered under trademark registration, and this is for unlimited period of time. For example, if they give only for 10 years, then for the 11th year, everyone will start Toyota every, right? So it is unlimited period of time, but we have to apply every 10 years renewal certificate. Why? Because sometimes if you look 10 years before how the Facebook logo was, now the Facebook logo, they will be keep on modifying for different things, right? So every 10 years, if they have done changes, they have to apply that. We have not done any changes, we are retaining the same. If we have done the changes, what are the changes they have done? They have to mention, they have to update it for the trademark association, right? So through this. And sometimes we can find under the logo TM and some logo R inside a circle. What it means? It's trademark registered. R indicates trademark registered. Means already they got the grant trademark certificate. TM indicates, let us say now you have started a startup today. You have applied for a trademark certificate. Still it's in the process, because trademark also they will not give within 10 days or 5 days. Right? It will take some time. But you have to tell other people that I already applied for the same logo. So in order to indicate, we will put TM under. Means it's in the process. So someone cannot replicate the same. Right? So it will going to protect the logo through trademark registration. Right? And another IP tool is copyrights, right? So what the copyright gives, right? Many professors will write books, right? They will going to write the manuscripts. So whenever we write now the second buzzing word is after patent publications. Whenever we do publications, the journal they will ask copyright forms. Means they will take all authority from us. They will make money, right? So the copyrights is a very legal means of protection for an author works. It may be literary, artistic works, music, computer programs, sound recording, films, etc. Even whenever I wrote a new code or new software, right? That cannot be patented. Software codes cannot be patented. It can be protected only under copyrights because it will come under computer programs. Right? For that reason, whenever you buy a copyright antivirus or whatever the software, it will be C, means copyrighted, not patented. Right? So all the softwares can be only copyrighted. Right? So similarly, the books, whatever. Right? So this is for lifetime of an author. So if I write a book now, and if I get a copyright today, until my death, plus 60 years after my death also, my family can enjoy the royalties, right? So that is many number of very good book owners, their family is enjoying the royalties, right? So that is very good tool to have a copyright if you have written very good literatures or whatever, right? And this is just 500 rupees fees, and you can file by your own. You don't require any digital signatures. Nothing. 500, go directly to the copyright website. I mentioned that copyright.gov.in. You need to film form number 17. So upload that copy, whatever the things you have written, and you need to send 5 hard copies to the copyright registration office. Pay 500 rupees charge, you will get the copyright. Very easy, right? And it's a powerful tool, right? Every time you play a song in Akashvani or Rainbow, right? Whatever, every time they play, you can see, right? Very almost similar songs only they will play in the morning. What may be the reason? Because every time they pay the royalties, or they may be taken the license from the owner of the audio for this many time. Otherwise, if they play new songs, again they want to pay the royalty for other songs. Right? That is the thing, right? So even not only just playing the song in audio or video channel. Now SPB is not there, SP Balasubramanian. Actually, when he was playing a live concerts in US and all, they will organize, Dubai and other countries. Whenever he has gone for live concerts to play the song, Eli Raja, he will get more money, right? Because some SPB, if he is going for US, the people who have organized will give very good money. Not even Ilaiyaraaja who composed the music, he will get it. Just for singing 3 songs, he may get it. So Ilaiyaraaja, what he put a case against him in India. Thus that even to play in a live concert in other countries, he should get the permission from me. Why? Because he has composed those songs. He won the case, and whenever SPB wants to play the song of Ilaiyaraaja composed music, you used to take the permission from him, then you used to sing. That is the rule, the copyright law has power, right? And geographical indication, this is only available in India, right? Nowhere, and it's very good, right? They are the geographical indications made to protect the organizations who produce from ancient things. Means, for example, I put it Channapatna toys here, right? I think in last time also quoted in Belagavi, what is Kunda, to make a GI tag for that, because still we don't have Kunda GI tag, right? But all other products GI tags is there. GI tag is there. Okay. Last time Mandaga expert was not. Dharwad Peda is there, but Kunda was not there during 3 years back. I didn't check in Google. Okay. So, means it's a whenever it's a geographical indication, means a geographical indication and appellation of origins are signs used on goods that have a specific geographical origin and possess qualities, reputation, or characteristics that are essentially attributable to the place of origin. Means Channapatna toys. Means if you go in Mysore Road, right, Channapatna toys is famous. They use their local wood. Local means the color made is also organic, which does not affect children's. And the method of making also different. Okay, lightweight wood. The quality is different. So someone, let us say in Belagavi, someone will open the shop. You will going to take the wood from some other wood. You will going to paint in some other whatever some chemical colors, and if we sell on Channapatna toys here only, then the people will not go and buy Channapatna toys there, right? And it's lost to the origin of people there. So government has done this regulation such a way that if the product is under registered on GI tag, means they will make an association. They will tell this is my quality of my product. So based on that quality of the product will be registered. And no one can sell or produce without the association, the GI tag products. So like that we have n number of products, and this is unlimited period of time, but every 10 years the association should apply for the renewal, right? So you can find within Karnataka. Actually these slides are a little bit older. So these are all different products. Dharwad product is also. There are n number of things GI tags like that. So in international airport, there is specific division for these GI tag products to display, so that people come from different countries, they will buy the GI tag products, right? For example, we have, even I was telling in the previous meeting, Tiptur Tekinkai we say. Whenever we say Tekinkai, Tiptur Tekinkai, means it has a specific quality, but the organization failed to produce the quality thing. Means how it is differentiating from other coconuts. Why? Because now they sold that sampling, Tiptur Tekinkai specialty sampling to everywhere. All are producing Tiptur Tekinkai. Then how can, so even they tried for registration of this Tiptur Tekinkai under GI tag. Since they sold on the name of Tiptur Tekinkai the samplings, even for example in maybe Raichur also someone has purchased that sampling and they have planted, they are producing the same type of yield. So now they cannot register. So these are all the things. But if it is with respect to soil, some quality is changing, it is proved. Only if with respect to Tiptur, that quantity is coming, they can, within one product will have all factors. So I got curious how the AIC is doing here. Then I gone and I interacted with the researchers. And this, what is the important thing required in semiconductor manufacturing? Clean room. Right? And I asked them, the government is giving 75% subsidy, 50% central and 25% state, right, for all the government. Whether this will click, and one of the person was speaking in a broader way. For that reason, I put it this one. Okay. For example, to get the clean room, let us say I want 100% clean room. Whatever I don't know the numbers, whatever they say for clean room, 99 something, right? 40 particles per minute, something minute, right? Let us say, assume in about numbers, 100% clean room I want, right? I require vacuum cleaner because the vacuum pumps are required because it should suck the air and it should filter and it should regulate. Right? Even minute particles should be removed from this room. In order to make 99.95% of clean room, whatever we manufacture, the vacuum pump, right? It is manufacturing in India. But even 99.95 is not sufficient. That 0.05 only is very important for semiconductor. Otherwise, that 0.505, if you do not maintain, it will not become a semiconductor chip, it will become a potato chip. That is the thing we have, right? So, in order to have that 0.05%, we are using one more vacuum pump. That is again, it is bringing from Taiwan. We could not manufacture the pump. And I just asked me the cost. Okay, what is the cost of this 99.95% of vacuum pump and 0.05%? Right? It is available for 3 lakhs, whatever the pump we are producing, 99.95%. And where that small like a turbocharger pump, it is required 25 lakhs rupees just for 0.05. And we are bringing that from Taiwan. Okay. So the thing is that smart technology we require. Right? Even the cleaning this room is okay. But that smart technology is for the same thing, we can clean the room. 99% of clean can be done by a small room with 15 rupees. Right? But in order to, why we use vacuum cleaner? For the next 5% of dust particles, we are paying huge amount. So actually we need to work on that category. Right? Where the precision matters a lot. And one more thing, I am showing other 2 simple AI generated picture as well as this common. What you can understand from this? Evolution again, then technology, compact. Since the thing is, the world is moving towards 2 things, whatever you think. One is smaller and smaller, faster and faster. Whatever we require, whatever you buy. For example, I want to buy a laptop, it should be smaller, very compact, and it should be very speed. Right? Whatever you take. If you want to take an automobile, it should be light in weight or compact, right? But it should be faster. Whatever you take, right? Lighter in weight and faster. Smaller and smaller, faster and faster. Right? So these are 2 things, right? I want to tell with these 2 pictures, right? One thing is 0.05% matters, right? The precision matters. In order to buy, for example, I told a vacuum pump, right? For 99.95% cleaning, we are charging only 3 lakhs. But in order to clean for the next 0.05%, we are charging 25 lakhs, which is bringing from Taiwan. Right? That 0.05% research is matters. And whatever we want to make small in order to grab the other countries' market, smaller and smaller, faster and faster. Right? With this, I end the overview of intellectual property rights. Thank you.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Rudresh, for your presentation on IPR. I was slightly late, so what I could pick up from what I was trying to say to all of us is related to our patents, what we are missing out. Because the quality of research is happening, but direction to move towards how to get our work patented is what is missing out. Maybe with today's present first session and subsequent sessions which will flow in the 2 days workshop will guide us and mentor us to get more patents. I also looked at his presentation which had a lot of content on IPR. Hopeful that that had enhanced all our research scholars' knowledge for their better research the days to go. I thank him on behalf of Rani Channamma University and all the staff and the research scholars present here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the impactful session. Now, the session 2 is going to be started, which will be led by Dr. Rani Channamma University, Professor and Director of Experiential Learning at N.I.R.F Institute of Technology, Belagavi campus. I invite sir for the session.
Dear participants, tea will be provided here on the PCC.
So, good afternoon, all. Are you there? So, we will start with a question and answer first. Any questions in the last first session which I handled? Any good questions? Answerable? No doubt, nothing has been stored. It's correct? Is it right or wrong? Our head is like a computer. When you say only, it will say. So now, if you don't have questions, that is nothing being said.
But then somebody is asking. Please raise hand now.
They raise the hand for pay because they are sitting for long time. Okay. So, with my little knowledge in publication, I have been an editor for InterScience Journal for the last 15 years. Maybe reviewed more than 35,000 to 50,000 papers by that time. Every day or every week, I receive around 300 papers for review. So, even though I am a management professor, I used to see all kinds of papers, starting from psychology to diversity. So, lot of papers we see knowledge comes in. So, in this, I try to give you some books. So, I can try to give you some knowledge on tips and tricks on publication in a good journals. There is a difference between writing and publishing. Is it right? A good writer cannot publish a paper. A good knowledgeable person could not publish a paper. I will tell you a story. In 2017, I was an InterScience editor. My editor is called Palgana. Under him, there are 6 journals. I used to manage these 6 journals. All are management journals. You put Palgana, you can see top person in the world. Number 1 is number of countable person in management researchers, Palgana. So we were called for a meeting in Turkey for a Springer meeting. That time, Springer only will conduct meetings. Scopus is not that much active. So Springer meeting was happening. So our journal is listed in Springer. Okay. So we went for a meeting. So at the time, all editors were sitting here. All Springer journal editors were sitting. So we were, the Springer CEO was telling how many papers have been published this year, who is the country which has published more researchers, okay, and who is the top country who has done good research. Okay. We were astonished to see that data. The country which came in the first does not even know English. China is a top English speaking country here. Can you any guess a country? If you go to that country, most of them could not even any professor there in the university. They will speak like an local 1 standard, 2nd standard, 3rd standard boy, our school boy, how he speaks English, that like only they will speak English. Okay? No. Japan, Spain are all good countries. So, this country is Turkey. Turkey was that time under 2018, 17 or 18, highest papers produced country. After the meeting, I went to the campus, just sitting inside the campus. I was meeting one of the deans. Sir, do you speak English? He don't like this, sir. That means you know something only. So I asked him, how you publish papers? You don't know English. How do you publish in English? You know, I was astonished to see that there is a big market for English language people there. Linguistic people here, $250 were paid to convert from Turkey to English per paper. And they convert the paper from Turkey to English and then they publish in journals. So, there are huge jobs for people like teaching English, actually, language. So, why I want to tell this is, writing is a skill. A person who is writing well cannot publish. A person who has knowledge cannot publish. There should be some tips and tricks how to publish. I'll share some of them. Starts with, how do you find a journal first? My paper is this. How do I find a journal? The first question. Which journal I will publish? Okay, I want to go to Scopus now. Scopus means there are 30,000 journals out there. Which Scopus journal suits for me? How soon I can publish? How much it will take time? Which will charge you free? Which is charge cost? How do you know? So just typing in Google, Springer Journal Finder. So Journal Finder, you can put in Springer Journal Finder. It is not only in Springer, it is also available in so you can see Springer, Receiver, Scopus, everything is available. So whichever you want, you can take it now. So Springer, I just take an example, Journal Finder, Springer. If you put the title of your paper, it will show all the list of papers which can be published. Okay? Okay, I will take an example. Maybe any one of the paper I will take it. Okay. So now I have taken a paper now. I'm just putting that. Find journals. So for this topic, double taxation avoidance agreements and their impact. Now you can see, you can publish in 10 days. Okay? Journal impact factor is 1.4, hybrid, and you can see it's open access. Publishing cost and funding option is given here. So it is there available, funding option. Funding options you can see and then you can put it. If you want to show by relevance, you can show by relevance from high to low factor, downloads, submission first decision. So you can see that submission first decision, if you put it, it will show within how many days they will give the decision. Once you put the paper, within 5 days they will say accept or reject. That's good actually. Okay? And if it is you want to go for non-open access, you have to put non-open access and find it. So if you want to select for your institution which is funding, you can put it here. Okay? So this is all. First to find out which journal to publish. So you can put in Receiver, you can put in Springer, you can put in Scopus also, it will give you. But Scopus does not give you that much clarity, but Springer and Receiver gives you proper, okay, journal list. And Receiver gives much better. I will just show in Receiver. Search by keywords or title. Okay. It will show the list here, no matching result. So you can put double taxation, or you can put words also, keywords also. Not matching form. So it will show the decisions here again. Child score, time to decision, time to acceptance, same thing it will show here also. Okay? So this is the first start point of selecting a journal. Okay? Now after selecting, you can go for non-open access or open access. You might know the difference. Non-open access means they don't charge. Open access means they charge you the publication fee. Okay? Now, after this, what you do? You have to go to the journal, go to the author guidelines, and start reading the author guidelines and start doing the paper. Without seeing the author guidelines, don't make the journal send to the journals. You have to go to the author guidelines and see the journal. Okay? Then only you can do it. So now, when you are writing the paper, I will give the first tip now. This tip is very important. First tip. What should be your title? How lengthy should your title? Whether I will accept a large title or a short title. What should title resemble? Olden day teachers will say, objective will be the title. Is it right? All your PhDs are going, doing like that only. But that is all older type of researchers. Okay? Nowadays it is becoming very difficult, different. So what should be my title? That's the question now. And how length it should be. So, normally in your paper you should not write your title first. You complete your paper, then only you should come to the title. Because your paper title, if you put it in the starting itself, it will not look good. 10 months itself, 10 months, afterwards only when baby is coming there. On the first month itself, you keep the name for the baby, then what will happen? If the baby changes, same thing will happen. So, title will be the last point compared to the thing. After doing that, we can make a suitable title. Title should not be very lengthy. Normally, 200 characters is the word length, title length. 200 words in that. Characters. You keep the title to shorten and make it curiosity inside to them. Okay, now one quiz. I will tell you the title of a journal. You have to tell me the area of the research. That's all. I'm not asking you to talk anything. Area of the research. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Anyone can say which area this topic will be? This is a paper came to me for review. I have to review the paper. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Now immediately you have a curiosity, right? What is this? Jack and Jill went up the hill. What is this? I have to see the paper. Anybody can suggest anything? What area this paper is? English, maths, science, computer science, markets. Any other? It is a topic on mergers. A and B is two companies, they two married each other and they climbed up the stock market. Now, see this title? Is that related to the objective of the study? This will win the game, A journal. I am telling you, don't keep that same topic in the heading. Your name should not resemble your father's name. If your father's name is there, then I will call you by father. Oh, you are the father of, oh, his father is that only. Then you will understand, oh, his father is like that. He will also be like that. That's all. If I know that, same thing will happen. You should not understand what you are going to talk in the chapter. If that is the case, you are winning the editor's first review acceptance. For A journal, acceptance for the first review is the winning the game. Not only A, even starting from Q2 and Q3, if you are started winning the first review acceptance, you are winning the game. So for winning the game, only one first important thing is title should be novel. And it should not resemble, if it is possible, I am telling you, not everybody can do it. If it is possible, ask your chat GPT is there. Ask them, hey, give me a normal name for this title. Where no one can understand from the title which topic it should be. Give the same word, sir. It will give you a wonderful title. Where you only can describe, even the editor cannot describe. So they have to go and find out and read. Oh, this paper is from stock market. So this is the first tip. You have to take it to win the entrance to the Q1, Q2 journals. Okay. After getting into the journal, first is the abstract. I will not read the full paper. If 300 papers comes to me, if I read 300 papers, I will be in any mental hospital. Okay? So, first itself, I will read the title. Oh, this is the father of this lady. Please cancel. That's all. So immediately I will reject and send it. If I know that this related to that topic, that's all finished. I should know or not know the topic. Okay, topic is very good. I went inside. So what is the first thing I'm seeing? Abstract. In the abstract, what you will keep? That is the winning game, I think. Nobody will read the full paper. Okay, only the abstract I will read. Then the editorial assistant will assist me to put into reviewer. I will say, go ahead. Which editorial assistant will help? Now, what should be the abstract? A 200 words abstract. What it should have? Any guideline? A lot of researchers is here. I should not wanted to talk more on that, but even though I will give you some tips for the new young guys. Okay? So, as per my research is concerned, I am telling you, it will not be a global research. I am telling you, I will split the 200 words. 200 words will be how many sentences? Any idea? Words, it shall be around 20 sentences, we'll keep like that. Okay, for example, 20 sentences. I will make into 4 parts. Okay, 200 words. 50 words is one part. 50 words is second part. Third part, fourth part. First part should be the overview of the subject. Overview. Suppose Jack and Jill, I will say, A and B company were trying to merge each other and then trying to win the markets. Okay, trying to win the markets. Or if they won the markets and say from 1996 to 98 they were joined together. After 96 their stock markets were moved from 2000 to 2025. Something I will put. So this is the first paragraph. 50 words. Second 50 words should be your methodology. What is your one word objective? One line objective. Just one line objective. So my objective is to analyze the performance of the mergers. That's all. One line objective to analyze the performance of mergers. So after that, continuation methodology. For this, I used data of 2010 to 2030 data I used, and I used PLS or SEM or something. I said that I use this to analyze the data. That's all. Finished. 50 words. Third 50 words is coming to the analysis part. Or in the suppose you are very good, there is a very good scope in that. In the second part, you can add some problem in the particular area, and then you can continue with methodology. Then you can come to methodology afterwards, the problem. If you go to the Web of Science, they will give you 5 points. You cannot write it like what I said now. They will give you brief itself. Okay, first abstract, the second, third, fourth, like that only you have to fill it. Certain journals will have like that. Certain journals will have only abstract. I'm telling for certain journals which has abstract. So fourth point, in that fourth 50 words, you will have to talk about the implication of the study, outcome. From this study, what is the outcome? If these 4 are very clear, written by you, not written by ChatGPT, you will win the game. Originality must be seen in this. If originality is there in that, you might have the chance of getting the paper into next stage of review. If you win that next stage of review, then you might pass the course or fail the course based on the mood of the reviewer. Review is always a perception oriented. I see Jack and Jill went up the hill as a beautiful novel thinking. One person says it's a foolish person. Why he wrote a title like this? He should write only the objective. Why he write like this? So reject. He could reject also. It's perception oriented. But first step to win the game, editor's review is very important. If editors threw the paper up, there is a chance of passing the game. I will say a percentage, if you take 40 to 50% of the paper which crosses the editor will pass through. Only little number, 50% or 40% will fail. Depends on the journal. Journal's acceptance rate is one of the important criteria for selection of the journals. You open the journal and find out what is the acceptance rate of the journal. What is the acceptance rate of the journal? If the acceptance rate is good, you try to go. If the acceptance rate is 4%, 5%, please goodbye. Starting early career researchers should not touch them. Early career researchers always try to go for a Q4 journal. Start with Q4 and climb up slowly. That's the best way to attack these things up. So, once you cross the paper, then comes how you are going to use AI to build a paper. Are you using AI? What purpose you are using AI? What are the various places you are using AI? What are the various available tools in AI? A new tool has come in AI. We know that. Anybody? For researchers? Anybody? Yeah. New tool released last week by ChatGPT. It is called ChatGPT Designer. Okay? It will design your data analysis. Earlier days, what I do research, I will tell you, I will get only the structure. Okay. Before going to that, in ChatGPT, you are typing something, answer is coming. Is it right? Yes. That is called prompt. You type something, it's called prompt. Those who want to do something good, try to go a LinkedIn course on prompt engineering. Okay? Prompt engineering. Only engineering people should not go like that. It's not there. Anybody can go. Do a small course on prompt engineering. What to prompt in order to make the ChatGPT work good. I can show my ChatGPT wonderful things it is happening. If I put a PhD thesis, Within 5 minutes, I can get you a research paper. 2 minutes it will take. 10-page research paper, I can get you in 2 minutes time. I can show you the quality of the paper also. But don't think negative on me. Once the paper is ready, I have to touch my hand, convert wherever I want to do, and then I will make the paper ready. But this is for a student to start with. This paper is made ready with a thesis. I can show you proudly. You can see, this all is conducted within 5 minutes, it will give you like this. See that now? It has got 25 reviews, research gap, research methodology, data analysis, all the tables print. This is from your project. This is not originally from any scoop of data. Data is from the thesis. Whatever in the thesis is given, it has taken, it has built the table by itself. You see the conclusion, scope for research, and this is the research data. Is it good looking? I can show you a demo also if you want. It is not, it will take just 5 minutes. But you should have a pro version. You have to spend some money. If you spend money, invest money, things can do faster. Now, I will show one example now. See, I have a lot of pieces here. Okay? I will just upload one pieces. So, now once the thesis is done, uploaded now you see I didn't do anything, I didn't touch anything, I just click OK, that's all. Now within 5 minutes, the paper word file will come. I didn't like anything. That is my template. I have an algorithm running inside. So once I put it, will take automatically this sensor. It can be done. Only one upload is possible. Yes, it is 100 pages. Yes, do it. So for you, I will just put it. Use Dr. Ravi template. Can use also. If you put this, it will understand from the chat GPT my template. Okay? Now it will show my template. You can also use it because template is stored inside, not only in mine, it is stored in chat GPT. Okay? It says got it. Now it will start working. I told you, after that you have to work. Getting a paper is one part. Then plagiarism remover. Then you have to use your hands to write somewhere correctly and then submit. It should not make you lazy. It is to show a template. This is the Dr. Ravi template. You can see Dr. Ravi template now. This is my template. It is already, it is being inside. Now I say proceed, it will proceed. So, this is my friend. So I trained that maybe 1000 theses inside. I wanted what it understands. I said don't do that, it will not do. I want only this, why you are changing like this, it will change automatically the word and spirit. So, this is like a friend which is, if you are trained in, it will work good. Professor asked, you will get 1,000 papers, sir. How do you review? Within 1 hour, I will give you all papers for review inside. If I put it, it will give you tight review, lenient review, low review, high review, everything. You want the journal review, book chapter review, everything. I have made templates, sir. It is separate template, which is, I have made it separate. It will give you according to the template. So, life is very easy. It will take some time because it is a 300-page thesis. He has to read it, he has to analyze, and it will give the Excel tables separately if you want. Excel tables included, it will give everything, it will give separately also. Again, I am telling you, it will be 100% AI. So you have to use your own words to convert it. Okay? Only the tables will not show plagiarism because it's from thesis. Tables and figures will not touch it. Other areas it will touch, it will show. Okay. Now, I should not say this because Vice Chancellor is not there, I can say. So, how to evade this? How to evade this now? As he asked me, I made a paper like this. Sir, how to racism check, how to make it now? I can show you 0% plagiarism in my paper now. Okay. What is plagiarism? You know that? Anybody? Not by definition. By algorithm in the Turnitin. In the algorithm in the Turnitin, it does not understand the plagiarism by the words. It is by different. Any idea? Huh?
Similarity.
No way. Anybody? It is only one word. Who is that? Yeah. Oh, you know that. That's why, right? I thought him. That's why he said it. Yeah, really. He came from my last conference. I thought him. And it's called colon. So, when you are giving a prompt in the chat GPT, you should say the first word, no colon. Okay? But it will not evade the total plagiarism, man. Don't worry. No column will not make you the entire plagiarism out. But the plagiarism reading percentage will come down. It will not read, understand what is this. It will get confused. So it will give you certain places only plagiarism. Actually, this is 100% plagiarism. Internet is not working that much straight up. Okay, now you got the first stage through. It is slow now, but it will take. Now you see that full paper is ready. Okay, I will show the full paper. But the tables will not be there. Tables we have to do it now. This is the first page. You can see that all has come now. Got it? Now, in order to fill the tables, the next one I have to say that proceed. Now it will give the last page. Again proceed. It will give the tables and interpretations separately.
and you have to add the interpretations and table inside, paper is over. Okay? So, this is not an easy job for you. Your ChatGPT will not help like this. It will take time. At least you have to invest 3 months to 4 months of your money, $25 each. Then, training ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You have to train. For that, you need to have at least 25-30 thesis inside. You have to put on training. And then you have to tell what you want actually correctly. You should not keep on changing 100 words, now 200 words, after 300 words, it will get confused. You have to create a template first. I told you what should be objective. You have to create that first. My objective should be like this. My title should be like this. My review of literature should be like this. Train that. If you train that, for 20 papers like this, 21st paper will be lovely paper. Okay. Okay. Now we will come to the next part. Done my job? Okay. Just last. Okay. So this is what I use actually to humanize. This will erase everything. This will bypass all the people. Turn it into ChatGPT 0, Puppy 0 GPT. It will evade everything. Now, the paper which we have developed here, okay. Abba, you have to invest. I told you starting itself. Without investment, don't talk. Now it will do 3 times, 4 times, 5 times iterated, and it will show lastly 0. So the result, wait for it. One month. Only $40, sure. Well, $40. So your area score is 0. Now I am ready to go. But unethical things and teaching, don't take it. Start writing things up. But I am telling here the technology is driven now. So technology, you have to use it somewhere to know the structure list. When I ask question, you are not talking, now you are talking what to do. Because now the topic is different. That's why. Okay, so this is the technology driven now. Okay, and we cannot evade technology and go out and say, oh, you are all bullshit here, you are using unethical things, everything you can say. At the day end, what is matters now? Okay. So, use technology, but you have to put your brains there. When you read the paper, there will not be some coincidence will be there. Sometimes correlation will not be there. Sometimes words will be mismatched there. You have to read the paper once or twice, touch your hand, keep changing something, then you have to take the paper. You can't directly use this paper. Okay? So, now any doubt? That is my template. You can use your template. You take any article, you have a journal. You go to the author guidelines. What they say? Author guidelines is nothing but this. This is the Taylor and Francis template. Taylor and Francis conference proceedings, they want like this only. 8 pages template. So 8 pages template. You want a 30-page template? You have to give in AI. I want to write a 30-page paper. Give me the template. It will give you. It's called paper structure, research paper structure. The prompt is called research paper structure. I will show you some. It is paid actually. I am not giving anything free here. See, my classes are 599 charged actually for one person. Really, I am telling, I am not joking. I am doing every month in LinkedIn. 599. Normally 400 to 500 people join. So don't think I am making a lot of money. Paying taxes also. But people are ready to pay money for laziness. You can see that. Okay, take the first and two prompt. This is using prompt engineering, okay? So, provide new research title. First you are creating a title. You have created a title, leave it up. You don't want to go to the title. Go to the second one. The word you can see there, article without colon. Okay? Starting itself, I will decide, I will tell the ChatGPT, understand, I am using without colon. Okay? It should understand. Several times I will make it up. Start without colon I will say. Okay? You can see, provide a research title from the news article. Some news article. Today, Nepal mein one bomb ho gaya. I will take that and put it. From this news article, I want to make one paper. It will give a title. Okay? So, up to the quality of standard of Q1. So, it will search all the Q1 papers and get me a title related to the news. Second column is very important. Last question is answered here. Provide a detailed research paper structure for the title of the paper you have to give. That's all. And next stage only, it will give automatically a paper. Now you have to define whether 200 words per section or 300 words per section you can put it at. Okay? Provide a content with the 300 word or 400 word per section, it will give you automatically. Section by section you have to go. You should not run all the paper like me in one time. It cannot happen. And free users, it cannot happen this stage. Slowly only it will do. One time only you can do it. Second time you cannot do it. Okay? There are a lot of prompts here. I can do an A journal also using this one. You can see there are a lot of prompts here. I can use a lot of prompts. This is my whole prompt. This is my whole prompt which is inside now, which is working now. Okay? This is my whole prompt. So my prompt has been read several times inside, then it stays inside. So nothing but ChatGPT is nothing but sharp prompt inside. Yes. Review article you want to write or review points? You have to review a paper. Yeah. Yeah. We can review. We have to create a title. Template. I close it, son. I have a template separately. I will give the paper, it will give the answers. It will review and give. Template should be created by you and it should be practiced by you. It can give a template. You can ask it. If Kaden and Francis can template, you give it, but it will not understand the same template for the paper. You have to keep on training because it will give you nonsense only sometimes. It will give you lengthy. It will fail all the papers. Whatever papers you give, it is not rejected, it will say. So you have to train it. Training is must. If you train that, it will work. Any more doubts? Sir is waiting. Okay, thank you for the time. We will need some time on paper writing workshop. Don't worry. Professor is making one paper writing workshop, paid version for me. At the time I will come. I will teach you to write papers. In the hall itself, you will make a paper and go out. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing valuable tips and quick publication of digital strategy. Now we have come to the last session of today's workshop, which is going to be led by Dr. Praveen Kumar MD, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, ITM University, Bengaluru. I request Professor Vishwanath Auti sir to introduce today's chief guest and coordinate the session. The attendance will be taken at the last of the session, so I request everybody to sign and go.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Praveen Kumar MD, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, ITM University, Bengaluru. Dr. Professor Praveen Kumar MD, a distinguished academician, innovator and R&D expert with over 19 years of experience spanning Bosch, Continental and ITM University. Dr. Praveen holds a PhD in Mechanical Engineering from BTU, along with MTech in Product Design and Manufacturing, and MBA in Project Management and strong foundation in tools and die making. His expertise lies in research, product development, intellectual property, and industry academic collaborations. He is the proud holder of 34 patents, including 13 granted patents in India and Australia, and has authorized 9 peer-reviewed publications and 3 books with reputed publishers such as Elsewhere, Springer, and SAE. Throughout his career, Dr. Praveen has received several prestigious accolades, including the KSCST IP Award in 2021, the KSCST Students Project Award in 2024 to 2025, the IIT Madras Wipro Grant for Social Innovation, and multiple past global innovation and operational excellence awards. Currently, he served as an Associate Professor of Practice at ITM University, Bengaluru, where he heads the R&D Center and mentors over 1,300 students in interdisciplinary projects, including pioneering initiatives like the JIT-SAT CubeSat mission. With his rich blend of industry experience and academic leadership, Dr. Praveen continues to inspire innovation, guiding young engineers, and contribute meaningfully to technology development with societal impact. So, with this brief introduction, I request Dr. Praveen Kumar to talk about this.
Everyone. Okay. So this will be very boring because ಓಕೆ 4:30 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಹೇಗೆ ಈಗ ಸೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ. ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ ವಿ complete and we will start in session from the morning. So I started my journey in 2008 in Bosch. Me and Rudresh joined Bosch in 2008. So after that, okay, after 1 or 2 years, he left Bosch and he went for the year. So my first patent was in the year 2014. First filing approved. Before that, okay, from past 5 years, I filed more than 30 to 40 patents, but everything got rejected because that is not an academic patent, that is an industrial patent. So getting an industrial patent is not so easy. I have 14 patents, and where 2 to 3 products are being commercialized. Now I have total 35 patents, but now I have stopped from past 1.5 years working on filing the patent. Why? Because Rudresh mentioned in earlier, okay, TRL 3. Every university, they are looking for quality, not the quantity. Quantity and all gone. So how many patents are being filed from this university? 30, 40, 50. Those days are gone. Now everyone is looking for TRL 3.
What is TRL3? Converting your ideas into the prototype and then commercial in the market. That is where I am working from past 1.5 years. So from past 1.5 years, I have only published one patent. Now I am working on the prototype and we have found one financer. So who is ready to push to the market. So we are going to do a startup also. So what I did in the course is, there are two aspects. So Rudresh mentioned, okay, any degree or any thing, okay, you can become a patent. It is not like a journal. For a journal, you need to have a core domain knowledge. But whereas a patent, not required at all. So any people, you have a product in your hand, okay. Most of the people in the industry, what they are doing is, they don't have any industry. They are not spending plenty of investment on the technology and product. So whatever the product it has been released in the market, they will get the first product in their office. And these people, okay, they are analyzing it. Okay, tomorrow's session I will show you on the bottle opener, Coca-Cola bottle opener. See, people have developed a product, definitely there will be a flaws. Flaws are mistake ಇದೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಈಜಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗೇನೋ ಒಂದು ಮದ್ದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆ ಮದ್ದು ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಏನಂತೀರಾ, ಇನ್ನು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನು ಈ ತರ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್? ಯುಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯುಎ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್? ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಮತ್ತು ATM ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ATM ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಪಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದು, ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದು. ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೋ, ಖುಷಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮರ್ಸೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ATM ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೋ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾವ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಜನರು ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ತರ ದುಡ್ಡು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ಯೂಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ದೇ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಇದು ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. So going to the ATM, getting the money, it is a process. You can patent product, process, design. Anything you can do it. This is a process also. A process name then modify data. Go to the ATM, put your ATM card, put a pin. Money barala aiga. Once it is correct, the pin is correct, it will tell, take your card. Once you take your card, you will get a money. Correct, right? So you again have to get protection of your security. So this is called a user experience. Most of the people in the industry, what we are doing is two things. Rudresh mentioned already, reverse engineering. Second is user experience. Reverse engineering ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಚೈನಾದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಫೈಲ್ ಎ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಲಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿಪ್ರೋ, ಬಿಗ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್, MNC company can do that. Tomorrow session I will be showing what is that. Okay, we have an act called as PCT, International Act. 150 countries you can protect your idea of the product. It is called as PCT. So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ, so you have the product, okay, so process you can protect. So what I did is one more thing, innovation and invention. First, the 30 or 40 patents which I filed in what, okay, it got patent. They rejected my idea because I was following invention. Invention in India is highly impossible because we don't have the technology to develop anything. And we don't have that skill and knowledge also. Skill knowledge ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ? When you have the experience of that particular domain for long years. ಈಗ ಮುದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡೋಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. Because that is because of the experience. So when you work on that particular domain, okay, you will get experience. Then you can apply for patent. So I failed invention. Then I took up at innovation. Innovation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? You have a product, but the product is failing in the market. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, that is failing in the market. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ವೈ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೇಲ್, ಅಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ, ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಎರರ್, ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಮೇಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್. Then I applied for the patent. So all the 13-14 patents which I applied in Bosch on innovation. So I got succeeded there. Then I continued my journey in the academic also. So this is how the journey started. But now people are asking for TRL level 3. So these are not filing, grant. Getting a grant is also very difficult. You can file a patent, it will get published. To get a grant, we should have a novelty that we will touch upon in the coming slides. And converting that into the TRL level 3 prototype. Sir mentioned in the morning, see, we are all addressing to the other countries, okay, what is the problem? But local society, we have a lot of problems. See, recently in our institution, okay, the final year project, okay, what we did is, I didn't took any research this one, okay. See, one societal problems are there. Many societal problems are unaddressed. For example, in Bengaluru, okay, I don't know whether it is in Belagavi or not, okay, you will see the man pushing on the cart. ಈ ಹಣ್ಣು ತರಕಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಳ್ಳಗಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿದೀರ ಅದನ್ನ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ಒನ್ ಡೇ 1 hour ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So anyone has addressed on that, that is called the societal problem. That problem statement, we took it as a challenge. So we did a survey for almost 3-4 months. We did a survey. We covered almost 120 to 130 vendor cart pushers on the road. Belagavi, Rudresh, Bengaluru city, Mysore, everywhere we sent our students to make it as a what do you call that? Okay, survey. Correct. We took it as a survey. Okay. In the survey, we came to know that, okay, the man can push, okay, hardly more, not more than 3 to 4 kilometers in a day. Yaar push ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? The age above 50, 60 years they are doing. And the woman, okay, they are doing it. It is very painful job. And that too in Bengaluru, okay, the roads are gradient, having a gradient. So what we did is, everyone is working on the current technology called electric vehicle. Okay, we converted that into the electric vehicle and we gave all the facilities for the vendor car. So shelter ಕೊಟ್ಟು, ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಇದೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್. ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಈಗ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ತರಕಾರಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಗೆ LED ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸುತ್ತಲೂ. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ರಾಣಿ ಚೆನ್ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ವೇಕೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ರೀತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, ಓಕೆ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ and we developed a prototype, and now we are requesting for a sponsorship, and also we are trying to collaborate with the government also. One of the government, okay, Mysore, okay, city mayor has come to us and he has told, okay, this required for the city. First we will introduce this in the Mysore, then across the Bangalore and then other regions of the system. So whatever we do, okay, take example of a societal problem or your own the problem which you are facing daily, or any product, okay, which has been released in the market, you try to analyze and make it simple. That is required. Okay, so welcome to the session. Okay, so what we are doing is patent filing procedure. Okay, it doesn't take more than 10-15 minutes. Okay, quickly we will run. Okay, this is not much important because filing will be done by the authorities. Okay. So patent filing procedure in India. This is only for the India, not for other countries. Okay. So quickly, what I will go do is the same presentation we have in the flow chart. Okay. what is first thing what we need to do is patent filing in the Indian Patent Office. Okay, now you have an idea. So that, okay, you need to file in the Patent Office. So you have certain questions, okay, not more than 5 to 6 questions. Okay, one will be the project title. What is the title? The second thing is, what exactly is the problem statement? What is the problem? What is the problem in here? What is the technical solution for that problem? Okay, and then the description, brief description of the statement. Okay, then comes the claims. Claim, it is very, very important. So what exactly you are going to claim? So claim is very, very important. So make sure your claim is good. For example, claim ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗಿನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಿನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಸಮ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ದಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ sentences. Okay, that claim. Then all your details. Stay here. It is not like a journal. Okay, not in depth technical requirement is not required. So you need to attach the drawings also. So stay here. But whatever you do, it should be novel. So once it is done, okay, everything drafting has been done. Okay, what is the next step? Determine whether request for the early publication. You will file it in the patent, this one, okay, in the portal. It will ask, okay, whether you need to go for the early publication or not. Early publication in the sense, you will get published within 1 month, less than 1 month. If you don't need a early publication, then you need to pay certain amount, which is fixed by the Indian Patent Office. Then it happens within 1 month. If it doesn't pay, the publication will happen in 18 months, 1.5 years it will take. So if you want to get published within 1 month, okay, you need to pay the early publication. So yes, Patent Office publish the patent in official journal. We have a website, okay, it will be automatically published within one month. If it doesn't pay, it will take 18 months. Okay, it has been mentioned here. So if you don't pay the early examination, okay, the next process, okay, patent application published automatically in official journal in 18 months. Automatically, so whether you ask or not, 18 months it will get published. Next, once it is published, okay, again it takes some certain time, okay, it goes for the examination. How we do in the journal, similarly, it goes for the, say, whatever we find, it will get published. But to get a grant, okay, we need to go for the examination. So in the examination also, early examination is there and a normal examination also there. Early examination within 1 or 2 months it happens. If not, okay, it takes 2 years, 1.5 years. So request for the examination to be made within 31 months. Okay, once you get published, okay, within 31 months, you will get a request. Okay, so once after that, the examiner will review whether there is a novelty or not, or anyone has copied. If copied or doesn't copy, okay, you will get a FER report, first examination report. So once you get a first examination report, okay, you need to go through. You will put each and everything. If there is a novelty, there will be no questions. Directly it goes for the grant. If there is any discrepancies, like you are copied from other people, he will ask for the questions. For that, you need to reply to the FER. So once the FER has been done, okay, so it goes to the patent office whether it can be granted or it can be rejected. So these are the steps and process followed in the patent filing. So after granting, what are the things after granting? Okay, so once it is granted, anyone can object on your novelty. So for that, you have 2 months of time period. And then you applied in India and you want to apply in other countries. Okay, there is separate form called as 3A. You can apply through that. And then every year you need to go for the renewal. It costs 10%. Okay, discount if you pay for the 4 years payment. So and then working statement for every 3 years it asks whether you have filed a patent, okay, whether you have gone for the prototype, whether you have gone for the production, everything it asks. These are the after granting. So what are the types of applications? For example, you have started your work, okay, but to get complete, okay, it takes 1.5 years to 2 years. So no need to wait for till 1.5 to 2 years of time. So once you get an idea, okay, in the filing procedure, you have the options. You click the provisional application. So you find the idea through selecting the provisional application. You will get 12 months of time, okay, to complete your complete novelty, okay, to work on the idea. So once your idea is completed, you will need to file within the 12 months the complete description of your idea. Once you get the idea, immediately don't discuss with anyone. Once you get the idea, immediately file under provisional application. So the second one is ordinary application. First time you are applying in India, so you need to select ordinary application. The next one is convention application. You have filed in other countries. Within 1 year, 12 months, you need to file in our own country. For that, you need to select the convention application. So these are the different. Once you open any patent published, okay, in the coming slides, I will show you how it has been displayed. Okay, you can see convention, ordinary, or provision certificate on the mention. Okay, PCT. What is PCT International? Usually, many of the MNC companies will use the PCT International application. See, many of the companies like Bosch, Continental, Wipro, okay, they produce a product for entire globe, for entire countries. Okay, so each and every country they cannot go and file a patent. For them, they will go under PCT International application. So it covers 150 countries. Whatever the products they produce, it has been filed and protected in 150 countries. So usually we don't use it, academicians, but the companies will use it. Addition of patent of addition. For example, you have done some patent filing. After some years, okay, you are going to add some features for the product. Okay, you can use a patent of addition even after filing. Okay, use this patent of addition and add some features in that. That is possible. So then, divisional application. What is divisional application? Parent is there in one single. For example, you have produced a mobile phone. Inside mobile phone, you have plenty of other patents. You can go for the divisional, where the mother is there and you have a children. Okay, you can divide your patent into plenty of other divisional is possible. So that comes under divisional application. So when you file a patent, okay, don't need to worry. This will be taken care by the patent attorney. But you need to have a knowledge on this. What exactly he is going to file a patent. So how to file a patent? Okay, e-filing. Okay, earlier we got a digital signature certificate. Okay, everyone has a pen drive, right? It will be having like a pen drive. Okay, the government will send a pen drive to you. Okay, with the signature or the code. Okay, so everything you will file it in the patent. Okay, so at the end, okay, it will ask for the DSC dongle. Okay, it asks for the digital signature certificate. Once you insert this, okay, it is an approval. So then only it goes to the final process. Till that, okay, everyone is authorized to use the patent filing office official web page. But only the thing is, with the digital signature certificate, it is possible to file on your own till the filing. Okay. Now the latest technology is e-signature. No requirement of the dongle pin. Okay. So e-signature, everyone is giving. Okay, you can use the e-signature. Once you type the password of the code, okay, it automatically takes to the final. So no need of going to the attorney. You yourself can file your own patent on your own using this e-signature. Next one is physical offline filing. Okay, this earlier days they were doing it by hand at the IPO. Once manually everything is done, okay, you need to go to the Chennai office or somewhere else, give handouts. Okay, earlier days we were doing and also by the post. So which are regions we need to do? So all our Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, we comes under patent office Chennai. So whatever communication we do, okay, we do for the Chennai patent office. Any claims, any clauses, any issues, FER reports, okay, grants or rejection, okay, the Chennai patent office take care of all our Karnataka region. Mumbai, okay, Maharashtra, Gujarat, okay, all these things. New Delhi, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, okay, these people, region people, they connect with the New Delhi patent office and rest of India, Kolkata office. But we are in contact with the Chennai patent office. Whatever it is, we need to get in contact with the Chennai office for getting the e-signature and also the digital signature certificate. So patent forms, there are plenty of forms, okay, form 1, form 2, form 8, okay, we have plenty of forms. I told you, I will show you what all forms are required. Form 1 and form 2, it's a normal, whatever the things I told you, right? So what is the problem statement and how, what is the technical feature, what is the claim, everything form 1 and 2 takes care of it, okay. Early publication, early examination, okay, all these things, okay, we require different forms, okay. Each and every form have been enclosed in the patent office and everyone can access it. Once you go to the patentofficeindia.com, okay, automatically these forms are visible. On the forms, okay, it clearly tells which form where it is. And once you have filed any patent, okay, the publication will happen. I told you in a fast track within 1 month or it takes 18 months. Okay. So every Friday, every week Friday, okay, whatever the publish we have done, automatically it comes in the patent office website. Can you see a journal number? So date of publication. Can you see? The last publication was on 5th, 6th, 2020. Next is 12th, 6th, 2020. This is on Friday. The next 8th day is on Friday. That is 12th, 6th, 2020. Okay. Automatically it comes on the online. So what all things are there? One is the part 1, 2, 3, all things. Okay. So one will be on the design patent. Rudresh mentioned on the design patent, right? Aesthetic, ornament, shoes, watches, everything on one particular PDF. And part A, part B, and part 3 on the utility patents. Okay, so around nearly 200, 300, 500 patents will be published in one particular week. That's on every Friday. So how the patent published looks like? Can you see patent application published? Application publication. You can see the application number. So this number is unique and it will be given for the particular title. And it has been registered in India. So if it is registered in UK, USA, Europe, China, okay, the name of the country will be visible. This has been published in India. Date of filing, when we file, and date of publication. Clear, right? So this has been published. Whether it is in the normal route or in the fast track, the number will carry forward. Only the grant number will be different. And date of filing or the date of grant. And overall the applicant. See, there is a catch. There in the applicant, okay, when it gets published, okay, applicant the name was there and then the inventor name was there. Okay. But on the grant, okay, only the applicant name will be visible on the grant, not the inventor name. Clear, right? So that if you want your name to be in the grant certificate, you need to make the inventor name also to be in the applicant. When you had inventor name in the applicant list, then only on the certificate, grant certificate, your name will be visible. So many people will come to us, sir, in the publication, okay, our name was there. But when it comes to the grant, only the college name is there. Sir, we have done a lot of work, but our name is not, our name is missing because of this. Sir. Yes, sir, it is possible. In the applicant, you can add totally 5 or 7 names in the applicant list. Okay, you can add your university name, first, second, inventor's name, that is possible. The maximum is 5 or 7. Okay, recently they have changed. Earlier it was 9, but recently they have changed to 5 or 7. They have reduced the number of names. So under the description of everything and the logo. This is how your patent grant will look like. But the key thing is, make sure your name should be in the applicant so that it appears on the grant certificate. So don't miss, because later stages it is possible. When it is possible, when your patent goes to the MERU, I told you right, first examination report, you will get a first examination report. At that time, you can add or delete the names in the applicant or also in the inventor name. You can add the names or also you can delete the names also. For adding the names and deleting the names, you need to pay the extra money for that. Everything is possible. Adding the names, deleting the names, it is possible. Only the thing is, you need to pay the extra amount for each and every thing. I think it is clear. So I covered it very, very quickly. So tomorrow, what we can do is, okay, so how to do the drafting. Okay, we will first of all how to do the drafting. That is very important. So thank you very much.